Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. This is David Hodge. Welcome. This is a continuation of the 7 churches exposed. Today's topic is Satan. All right, brothers and sisters. Satan. You see, the enemy has convinced you that Satan is some spooky spiritual entity that's in hell waiting on you to burn you up, to peel your skin back, to torture and torment you, waiting on you to get down there so you can be in hell for eternity. You see, these are all tricks that they use to destroy your brain, to destroy your mental, to have you psychologically tormented and tortured. You see, to prevent you from realizing that they are these actual devils, demons, Satan, these entities that they claim are invisible are very visible, but they keep telling you that they're not. They're telling you that you're fighting devils and demons, that these things are spooky. You see, but they're not. They're in reality. They're real, just like your reality, but they give you fakeality. They give you fairy tale. They give you make believe. They give you philosophy. They give you illogical thoughts. They cause confusion. They give you Christianity, which is all used to dumb you down, all used to make you stay in la la land, used to keep you programmed, keep you within the programming, destroy your mind. You see, they use that to destroy your actual brain, which causes your level of thinking to stay low, which is in the long run all tailored to destroy you all in one. You see? So their job is to keep you believing that these things are invisible, to make you believe that we're all fighting devils and demons and that we got 2 different natures and we're fighting good and bad. But no, you either righteous or you're wicked. You either original or you're a devil. You see? And they're trying to prevent you from finding out that they're the devils, that they're Satan, that they are the demons. You see? So don't go looking for information from your enemies. But how do you know who your enemy is? Because your brother's telling you. I'm telling you about the devil, which is the Caucasian man. I'm telling you about the demons, which is the half devil, half man, look like me and you, but they're not us. They're masses black-faced children. Masses black-faced children. They're masses black-faced children from the rape of the black woman. You see? And Satan is physical people as well, which are the people who have stolen your identity. False Israel has stolen your image, who are in cahoots with the rest of the people that's destroying you. All these people are connected and they're physical people, but their job is to have you believing that everything is invisible, that you can't see these devils and demons and Satan, that you can't physically see it. You see, that you're going to heaven when you're in church, right? They constantly taking from you, but they're never giving you nothing. You see? They just constantly keep ripping you off, taking, stealing, doing this to you, harming you, telling you to love master, tell you to obey master, telling you to obey this, obey that, which is against you, telling you to love the Lord, telling you to don't worry about what's going on, just hold in there. Just keep being faithful. Just keep trying your best. Just keep giving your money to us. Just keep coming on, showing up. You see? And you're going to get into heaven one day. But ain't no mystery heavens. Ain't no mystery gods and Satans. Everything is physical. You see? But they tell you these things to physically destroy you. To psychologically destroy your brain. You see? To inflict you with terror and torment you. You see? Make your heart weak. Put dents in your heart, which affects your thinking. All these things is used to keep your level of thinking low, to maintain that control over you. Keep you dumbed down. Keep you programmed. Keep you within the programming. Keep you silly. Keep you entertained. Keep you distracted from ever finding out your vision. Because what it say? It said the people without a vision will perish. So that's what they're doing 24/7. They shoving down all the money that they can to keep you dumbed down, to keep you brainwashed, to keep you entertained, to keep you destroyed. You see? They're doing everything at all costs to keep you down, to keep you destroyed, because they have to maintain that lie going. Because if you ever find out who you are, they are in trouble. So they have used you they have put you down to lift themselves up. And they know that now you're on your way back up to the top, and they can't afford that. So they're going to do everything in their power to keep you down. So telling you that devils and demons and Satan are not physical people and they're invisible things that we're all fighting is part of the plan to keep you destroyed, to keep you from realizing that you don't keep you from realizing that everything in your life you control. You see, because they try to make it seem like it's from the will of God, the will of nothing happens without God's permission. Nothing happens without all these things, but you are the one that's in control. You are the one that all your actions everything you do has a reaction. You see, and you are the one that's causing you. That's where you are in life is your fault. You understand, brothers and sisters? Not like that, but from the lack of knowledge. You see, but everything that you do is a direct effect of your future. So all your actions affect where you're headed. So you're the creator of your reality. So the condition that you're in is due to your own doing. But they don't teach you that. They tell you that it's all crap. It's all mysteries. It's all spooky. That we don't know why these things happen to us. Why me? Oh, because you reap what you sow. Because you are the one that's in control of your life. But they're telling you God is. But you are. You are the God. You are the one in control. So they keep you from understanding that information, because now you can move in the right direction. Now you have that information. You know better, you do better. You know better, you do better. You understand? So you know that you're the one that control that calls these things. Now you start to do better. You start to do better for yourself. You start to move in a different direction. You start to find out that the American dream you're pushing is against you 100%. You stop pushing it. You find out that you have your own vision, and you start going in that direction. You start figuring out how to get the hell out of here. You start finding out devils are devils. That devils are your enemies. That these demons, these black-faced Caucasian people are your enemies. That Satan stole your identity. That the house aside, the fake false apostles, you see, the Hindus who claim to be Arab Muslims are sitting on your land. You see, you start to find out that everybody is eating off you, exploiting you, using you to stay fat, using you to stay in authority, using you to using you as a lifting tool, using you to keep you down low, down to the ground, until they can figure out how to eliminate you, because they can't allow you to get back up. They can't allow you to realize that you are the God, that you have a reward, that you're going to do unto them as what was done to us. You see, you're going to do what they did to you. You're going to do to them as they did to you. That's what they don't want you to do. They don't want you to retaliate. They don't want you to have that wrath. They don't want you to have that vengeance. They don't want you to rise up, black men and women of America. And they're going to do everything in their power to keep you down. So they're all pushing for Satan's success, keeping this mask going, keeping this lie going. You see? But that's what we're going to do here. The 7 churches. We're going to reveal Satan, expose them, address them, highlight, target them, attack, magnify, penetrate, and narrow down who Satan is, which is false Israel. You see? That's what we're going to do. And keep exposing Satan, keep putting him under that pressure, watch him crumble, because he can't recover, so he don't have the structure to do so. He's under pressure, you see? And just simply telling you the truth, hitting him with the truth, telling him who he is, which is Satan. And it says that in the 7 churches, which is chapters 2 and 3 of Revelations, verse 9, both chapters. It says what? I am giving out of the synagogue of the Satan, of the one saying Jews to be themselves, and not they are, but they are lying. Oh. And it says what? In the blasphemy, which is a violation against God, out of the one saying what? Jews to be themselves, and not they are, but synagogue of the Satan. Okay. So who's claiming to be something that they're not? Who's claiming to be the Jews, right? False Israel, right? And it says what? Synagogue. Aren't they the ones with the synagogues, the worshiping sinners? It says the worshiping sinners of what? Satan. It says what? Saying the ones claiming to be Jews, but they're not. They're lying. Blasphemy. It's a lie. Against what? God saying that they're Jews, but they're not. They're Satan. That's why it says, as many ones as not are having a teaching this, the 7 churches, who not they knew the things deep to Satan, that Satan even would disguise himself as an angel of light, but he was indeed Satan, who who was what? Was a god of this world. What you see, the reflection of this world is what? Terrible, horrible. You see? Wicked, evil. You see it. You see the reflection of it. Drug overdose, prostitution, homosexuality, right? Straight confusion, violence, this crime, constant chaos. So this is the reflection of Satan. This is coming out of Satan's mind. You see, this is his world, and this is how it's ran because it's who they are. You see, so they claim to be God's chosen people and all that, but they're not. And their actions is showing now. You see them going on. You see what's going on in the Middle East. You see what's taking place. They got their foot in wars. They're going. They're charging and acting wild. You see, because they're under attack. Because they're under pressure. Because their days has been shortened. Their days is limited, and now they're being exposed. Their propaganda is no longer working. You see, and their image is not matching up with their actions anymore. So no one's buying their crap. You see. They're baby killers. They kill babies. They blow up babies. You see? It said, know them by the tree. Know a tree by the fruit it bears. Know them by their works. So they're doing the works of Jesus, or they're doing the works of Satan, who is the God of this world. So who runs this world? Satan does. False Israel. He's the foundation of this reality. And America and Britain are the ones who back him because they're the ones who created him, put him in his position. See? So they're the ones who call the shots. They're the ones who, the reflection of this reality is a reflection of the people who run it, who have the authority, and it's them. American Britain and false Israel. They're the ones who's calling the shots. They're the ones who's running it. So the reflection of this world is the reflection of their mind, and their minds aren't angelic. They're not angels. They're devils. They're demons. They're monsters. That's why everything they do and how they received everything that they got is from killing, stealing, destroying, and causing people to be to taking other people's belongings and making it wherever they go hell. You see, because that's all they can do. Because ain't that what false Israel did? Then they take the Palestinians' land. Then they force them on the Gaza Strip. Then they put them in concentration camps. Then they put them under siege. Then they refuse to give them heat and water and food and certain things to keep them alive. You see? And ain't they saying what they gonna do? Blowing up people, blowing up children, blowing up women. You see? Killing innocent people, right? You see? And ain't they still going to war? Ain't they doing the works of Satan? Ain't what they're doing a contradiction to who they claim they are? You see? Ain't they supposed to be at peace? But they're not. They're at war. And ain't they showing their true colors now? You see, which they can't hide because they're in trouble and they being choked out. And now you see the evidence of them being choked out because they're kicking like hell and they're fighting like hell to survive because they're out of control. They lost their discipline. They don't have any control, so they're trying to gain control, but they can't. If you ever see a person getting strangled out, they kicking. So they out there kicking. They out there acting wild. You see, trying to fight, trying to get loose, but they getting choked out, and they about to be completely choked out the game. You understand? That's what it says. His days was limited, and he didn't have long. They knew that. You see, they knew that. But that's the thing. Now they're going all in. You see, and Satan, American Britain's they're all backing Satan. They have to because they built this image. That's our image. You see, they stole our image and then trashed our image, caused us to look foolish, ruined our reputation, ruined our credibility. You see, Satan was the one fully in control of it. He's the one that's controlling Hollywood, the media, the mainstream media. He's the one that's putting out the music, putting out the visuals, the videos. He's the one putting out the movies, the stuff that you're watching. You see, stuff your children are watching that's causing you to be other than yourself. He's the one that's causing you to commit fornication and to eat things sacrificed to idols. He's the one giving you the bad information you're doing other than yourself. He's the one lowering your discipline. He's the one destroying your brain. He's the one constantly destroying you, constantly investing in your destruction. He's the one who made fun of your condition, blackface. You see, fully invested in the slave trade, in your misery. He's the one that's not going to stop until you destroy. He's the one who put the demons in your way. He's the one paying the demons X amount of dollars and keeping them paid in Hollywood. He's the one making sure that you're destroyed. You see? Because he's the one approving it. He's the one using the demons as role models because those are their devil children. You see? Louis Farrakhan, Denzel Washington, Oprah, Jay-Z. You see? These are all blackface demons. And it said they all had the same agenda. The demons were the ones teaching them to do these things to you, to destroy you. You see? Which is not literal, or maybe it is. You see? It's just showing that they're connection with the two, that they're all doing the same thing, that these devils and demons and Satan is all in on the same goal, which is to destroy you. You see? Have you pushing the American dream, having you wishing one day that you could be like these house Negroes, these demons, and you can make this money and you can be successful, but you'll never be successful because this reality is totally against you. You see, tailored totally against you, and you'll never be able to reach where they are because you're not a devil. You're original, but you don't know that, and you don't understand that the mathematics is against you. That this reality is totally against you. It'll never work out for you because it was designed for devils and demons, and you can never thrive. But they keep putting their children in your face. They keep hitting you with that black face. They keep hitting you with that image that one day you could be just like this. One day you could do it because they're black, but they're black skinned. And they're white in the inside. Oreos. Black on the outside, white on the inside. They're not who they claim to be. Everybody's claiming to be you. You see? So their job is to make you look silly. They put the demons out as your representation, as your image. They put them out as your role models. You see? Clowns, entertainers, fools, pimps, hoes, drug dealers, silly people. You see? Hoes, punks, homosexuals. You see, this is the image that they paint for you to ruin your credibility, to ruin your image. You see? So if you ever try to rise up and claim that you're them, which they stole your identity, you can't even say, hey man, these people stole my ID, because nobody's going to believe you. Because look what they did to your image. They trashed it. They ruined your credibility. So that's what they're doing 24/7. They're paying X amount of dollars to keep you down, to keep your image down, to keep you ruined, to ruin you. They're paying for your destruction, brothers and sisters. You see? So none of these people are your friends. They're not your friends. They're your enemies. You see? And they hate you. And you're going to find out real soon, brothers and sisters. So either way it go, Satan, it says, as many ones as not are having the teaching this, who not they knew the things deep of Satan, that Satan hates your guts, that Satan paid money, top dollar, to keep you dumbed down, to keep you programmed, to keep you completely destroyed, to keep you on the way to destruction, keep you headed in the direction to your destruction, keep you without a vision, keep you perished, keeping you on your way to their judgment. You see? Keeping you stuck in this loop, keeping you in the devil's reality, which is hell. You see? He's paying for you to stay in hell. He's paying the price for you to stay hell-bound. You understand? He doesn't like you. You see? He's wicked. That's what it says about all these devils. But you got Louis Farrakhan claiming that some are good. It's just the satanic ones. No, it says all of them are bad. It says there is none that's righteous. It says there is none that does good. No, not so much as one. You see? So that's what Jesus said. So you're arguing with me? Now I'm telling you what Jesus said. So you calling Jesus a liar? Are you saying Jesus don't know what the hell he's talking about? But he does. Because he's the one that's telling you. He's the one telling you that their father's the devil. That their father's man killers. That they were weak and wicked. That they are made to make mischief and shed blood. That their ways are contrary from the fathers. You see? He's the one that said that they were Satan. That they would disguise themselves as an angel of light, but they were indeed Satan. The ones claiming to be Jews, but they're not. You see? The ones saying to be Jews, but they're not. But they're Satan. You see? He's the one that said it. So what you saying? You saying he's wrong? Are you saying what he's saying to be incorrect? You say he don't know who Satan is, even though he know where Satan is dwelling? He knew where Satan's throne is. He knew the one that was sitting on the throne was Satan, which he was sitting on a lying throne, which it clearly says here that the one claiming to be Jews, but The ones claiming, the ones saying themselves Jews being not they are, but they are lying, and he's sitting on the lying throne. And it says what? The blasphemy, which is a violation against God, which who's in a violation? The one that has stolen your identity. The one that's against God. That's what it said, the blasphemy, the act against God. Saying what? That he's claiming to be you. He's claiming to be you. But he's claiming to be you, the true seed of Abraham. But he's not. He's Satan. You see? So it's clear. The scriptures is clear. Their actions is clear. And what we're doing is magnifying it, highlighting it, attacking it, on them, staying on them, bringing the heat. You see? Shutting it down. Shutting down the bull crap. Cutting it out. Telling you the truth. Hitting them with the truth. You see? Applying straight pressure. You see? Keep talking about Satan. Keep talking to Satan. Keep telling that they all are bad. Not some. All of them. Not a couple of them. All of them. You see? None of them are good. They're all going to be destroyed. You understand? So either way it go, you got these people stealing your vision, brothers and sisters, claiming to be you, claiming to be a Semite. You see? Claiming to be who you are. But they don't even fit the description right here. This is the Semite's vision, the Abraham covenant, which they don't fit. You see? But they should, because this is, if you are a true Semite, you should be able to fit this description. But they don't. So let's run through it. It says, know of a surety that thy seed shall be sojourners in a land that is not theirs, and will serve them, and they will afflict them for 400 years. And also the nation whom they serve will I judge, and afterward shall they come out with great substance. Okay, so it says, know of a surety, meaning be certain that thy seed, okay, the seed of what? Abraham. And didn't Jesus say that their father's the devil? So they're not the seed of Abraham. Their father's the devil. They're the seed of the devil. So that's the first red flag. Then it says what? To be sojourners, meaning to be temporary in a land that's not theirs. Okay, they claim to be they claim to be the Israelites that were delivered out of Egypt, right? So they went from Egypt to Palestine. Well, that's the same damn land. That's right next door. That's right across the street. You see? That's east. They still in the east. So for it to be truly strange or foreign, you had to go from east to west or west to east. So they're still sitting in the same area. They're still in the same region, so to say, right? So this is another indication that they're not who they claim to be. Then it says what? That the seed of Abraham will go through servitude and affliction for how long? 400 years. So how long did the Jews go through the Holocaust? Right? They went through the Holocaust for 5-6 years. So that's not 400 years. And then whatever they suffered was at the hands of their own doings, because they what? Betrayed their country. And you see, that's what happened to them, because they betrayed their country in World War I versus Britain. You see, help Britain beat the Germans. So that's what happened to them, was a betrayal of their own country. So that's why when Hitler rose to power, he promised to get them back, to execute them, which is a universal concept for traitors. So nobody feels bad for them, because now they found out that you're a baby killer. You kill babies. See, at first you was using that sympathy card and that boo-hoo card. Oh, why me? Look what they did to us. It's always a reason behind everything. So now everybody was falling for it, but now everybody found out that you was killing babies the whole time. Oh, you was a baby killer. Oh, you betrayed your country. Oh, you no good. See? And that's why I said all things will fail during this time. You see? And it also says, wait a minute. It says 400 years of servitude and affliction. So when God questioned them, when God had a conversation with them and said, the truth shall set you free. And they said, what do you mean about this truth? We never been in bondage to any man. You see? What do you mean about this truth shall set you free? We never been in bondage to any man, because they didn't understand. None understand, because they have different nature. They have a different hardware, brain. They don't think the same way. So they didn't told on themselves and said they was never in the bondage to any man. But what does it say here? It says that you would go through servitude and affliction for 400 years. So they claim that they never been in servitude, which is another indication that they're not who they claim to be. On top of not fitting the 400 years, they never been in the bondage to any man. So that's another indication that they're not who they claim to be. And it says what? Also the nation whom they serve will I judge, which the judgment started in 1619. From 1619, 2019, 2020, the year of judgment, the plague that would kill the firstborn would pass over the elderly. The plague that would kill the firstborn, meaning the elderly, would pass over those with the lamb's blood, meaning you had to have the same blood as the lamb, same DNA. You see, you had to be original. You see. So why did it pass over the black man and woman of America? The original black man and woman of America. It passed over African Hades. But it didn't pass over who? It didn't pass over these Caucasians. It didn't pass over the devil. It didn't pass over false Israel. It didn't pass over Satan, because they are the ones that's guilty. So they were the ones being judged. But it said that the enemies who did these things to them should be judged. But so why were they being judged? Because they fit the description of the ones who were doing these things to us. And they're not the Semites. They're anti-Semites. They're against the seed of Abraham. They're the antichrist. They're not. You see, and that's why when the plague came, they knew that they were in trouble, because they were taught Exodus out the womb. They were taught the Bible out the womb. So when the plague didn't pass over them, they knew exactly what time it was, and they knew that their days were shortened. That's why they're acting out in the manner you see them acting out in now, because they can't sugarcoat or play with you, because their life's in jeopardy. Their life's on the line. So now you see them acting out in that manner, because now their time is limited. So now they got to bust a move. They got to keep these things going. They got to keep fueling these lies. They got to try their best. But it says what? All things will fail. So that's why you see all these things that they're doing not working. All their systems is failing. All their plans are failing. Everything's backfiring on them. The boomerang effect. Everything reversing on them. Everything's back in opposition against them. You see? It's not working like it used to, because their time is up. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? They're being crushed. They're under pressure. So either way it go, brothers and sisters. And then it says this. It says they shall come out with great substance. They shall come out. But they already claimed that they came out. They said that these things already happened. They're sitting in Palestine. You see, they're supposed to be coming out of their land now. They're supposed to be coming out of Egypt now, right? But they're already sitting in Palestine. So they're claiming that the Bible is past tense. But that's not true. It's not past tense. It's not irrelevant. It's not a bunch of outdated information. It's relevant information. We're living out the scriptures. It's future history. You see? But they lied to you and told you that it was past tense to fit themselves in, so they can tell you that these things already happened, so you don't fit yourself to the scripture. So you don't fit yourself to the scripture. So you will never find out that who you are. So they got to keep these things going and lying to you. But either way it go, they supposed to be coming out now. Around this time in 2020, after the judgment started, this is the time they should be coming out now. But like I said, they sitting in the land already. And then on top of that, then they can say God would give them the land. But then they take the land. They blessed them. They didn't wait on God to bless them. They blessed themselves. And then God said that they will be in peace when he gave them the land. But they haven't been in peace since the day they took the land. And you see, it's evidence of it all around you. You see? And not only that, it's also tell you exactly where God would give them the land. He said, unto thy seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt unto the great river, the river Euphrates. Okay, so if you go look at a map, look at the Middle East, look at these coordinates, go look at these direct coordinates on the map, and you're going to find exactly where this location is, which is Arabia. You see? But where they sitting at? They sitting in Palestine. They sitting in little Palestine. They're sitting in Jerusalem. You see? So they're sitting in the wrong land. They're supposed to be sitting in Great Arabia. So this is another indication that they're not who they claim to be. They're not sitting in the right land. They're sitting in the wrong land. So how many more mistakes can they make? How many more indications do you need, brothers and sisters? These people are sitting in the wrong land. They're not even sitting in the right land. They should be sitting in Great Arabia, but they're sitting in Palestine. And what does it say about that? What does it say about Jerusalem? It says, when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, know that its destruction is near. Boom. This is the configuration of the seven churches, which is the destruction of false Israel. It says what? It says, when you see the Jerusalem being surrounded by armies, which they are, know that the destruction is near. This is the near event, brothers and sisters. When they go against Iran and Syria, when they go against Iran and lose the imminent war against Iran, and false Israel is destroyed. You see, because this is what it says. It says that when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, know that the destruction is near. So that means that they're going to be destroyed, not redeemed, not punished, but destroyed. Which proves that what? That they're not the true seed of Abraham. Because it says what? Once God placed them in their land, they're not to be uprooted or removed. So if they are uprooted and removed, then that means that's an abomination of desolation. Abomination means that's not supposed to happen. Desolation is their destruction. So when that happens, that's going to send shockwaves through the planet. The whole world going to know who you are. which is the true seed of Abraham, because you're the one who has second claim to being that. So everyone's going to know exactly who you are, and at that moment, everybody's going to be in trouble because Satan was supposed to win. Satan was supposed to be victorious. He's supposed to prevail. When God came back and destroyed God's chosen people's enemies, they were supposed to win. But when they lose, it's going to be clear evidence that they wasn't who they claimed to be, and they were Satan. And that means that who are you? That means that you are the true seed of Abraham. And it says what? Bless those who bless Israel. So they've been blessing the wrong people. And it says what? Curse those who curse Israel. So now they realize what? That they're cursed. America's going to realize that they're cursed. You see? You're going to instantly know now that they're in hell, that they're hellbound, that their forefathers are not in heaven. They're in hell on exactly where they're headed to. And now they know that you are an existential threat to their life. And now they have to murder you. They're going to have to kill you because now they find out that all these things that they're going through and things they're about to start experiencing and this unprecedented trouble that's headed upon them is because of you. Now you see, now you're the problem again. Now they have to get rid of you because their reality is set up around the idea, is structured around the idea that false Israel is the true seed of Abraham. So when it happened, that's gonna blow their minds because you gotta understand that's their therapy. That's how they was cool and calm. That's how they thought they was blessed. That's how they thought they was good people. They built this image to make themselves look better, and you destroyed it. So now they used to be sane. Now they're insane. Now they even went insane and they lost control. So now they're going to rush at you to gain control and get rid of that idea. And they don't want it to spread and get rid of the evidence to get rid of the judgment because they're not trying to go through judgment. So they're going to try to eliminate you, brothers and sisters. Get rid of the evidence. Get rid of you. They're going to attack all blacks. And that's why it says that my people are lost from the lack of knowledge. Lost from the lack of knowledge of what? That when false Israel is destroyed, it's going to trigger the attack of all blacks, and all blacks are going to be in danger. That's why it says when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, it says flee. It says flee. Flee. Get out of there. Get out of their communities. Get out of the suburbs. Get out of the neighborhoods. Get out of the beds with them. If you're in the bed with them, you're in trouble anyway. But get out, get away from them because they're going to be the ones that's going to kill you. When they get that call, find out who you are. They're going to say, kill them. Kill those niggas. They're going to come kill you. It's not going to be a game because you have now disrupted their minds. Now that they know that they're wicked, evil, twisted people who've been terrorizing God for 400 years and their ass is in trouble. And now they got to kill you because now you are an existential threat to their life. So it's either you or them. So they coming at you full blown. No more sugarcoating. No more pussyfooting. No more playing around. No more acting like they love you. No, they're going to show you how much they hate you now. You see? No more. They're going to show you their true colors. And that, you see? And your life is going to depend on getting the hell out of there. That's why it says flee. Flee. When you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, flee. When you see them under siege, flee. Get out of there. Because if you hesitate, you're going to lose your life. That's why this message is the most important message of your life. Because when false Israel goes under siege, that's the signal to get the hell out of there. Because once they're destroyed, they're going to attack you. And they're not going to be playing with you. They're going to attack you, brothers and sisters. That's why this message is important. This is what your pastor should be telling you about. This is what the preacher should be telling you about. This is what your local activists should be telling you about. This is what all your spiritual leaders should be telling you about. Those so-called pro-black people that give a damn about you, right? People that claim they care about you and praying for you, they should be telling you about this. The people that's connected to Jesus, that's got a main line connected straight to God. I got a line connected to God. I'm cold. I'm a mother fuzzer. Whatever. They should be the ones telling you about this then. The people that's so into it, right? The ones that claim to be anointed. You see, Louis Farrakhan, the one robbing the nation. The one robbing God. You see, robbing God and his nation. The one stealing and telling our people, giving our people false hope. Giving them false advertisement. Telling you this and that. But they're not telling you a damn thing. They robbing you. They should be telling you about this message, that your life is in danger, that your family's life is in danger. They should be telling you about the abomination of desolation. They should be telling you about false Israel is going to be destroyed and going to lose the war against Iran. They should be telling you about how it's going to affect you and how it's going to put in what position it's going to put you in, which is a terrible position because these people are going to attack you because now their mind is gone. You see, the ideology has been destroyed. What's keep them sane, has kept them balanced. Their beam of balance, their safety net, that's been keeping them copacetic, that's been keeping them from coming at your neck full blown. They was dealing with you in a way that you didn't see coming, but now they're gonna rush at you full blown and they're gonna take your neck off. You understand? And not on top of that, it's a famine that's coming because now they've lost oil. They don't have any more oil now because Iran and Syria took over the Middle East. You see, American Britain was kicked out after the House of Side, which who fueled their reality, was defeated. You understand? So you gotta understand, this is America is an industrial complex that solely depends on oil, and if the oil stops, then the whole reality stops. And the House of Side was the one fueling the reality. The false apostles, the Hindus, claiming to be Arab Muslims, were the ones fueling this reality that the British put on the throne to make sure that they ensured them with cheap oil, and they got defeated. And American Britain got kicked out, and they left false Israel isolated, which pushed them under siege, and then they got destroyed, which was the ideology of this reality. And then the fuel of the reality was attacked. Now that's an economic crisis. You see? And how they're going through it. And now they don't have the oil anymore. And Russia has it. You see? They still got oil, but America's going to throw them under the bus. America's going to throw them under the bus, and they're going to say that they helped Iran win the war against false Israel. But then the allies, NATO, EU, they'll turn against them because their reality set up just like America's, and they solely depend on oil. So Russia's gonna have that oil. They're gonna end up partnering with Russia and turn against America. So their friends gonna turn to foes, and so it's gonna be a European war. And then on top of that, Britain's gonna be going to war with China. So all the fuel that they have left is going straight to their soldiers, going out there because they need to fuel their weaponry. They need to fuel they need to send the fuel out there for their soldiers to go to war because they're going to war. You see? And they're going to be going to war. While they're at war, America's going to be going through they're going to be going through an economic crisis. Their whole system's going to be shut down. They're not going to have any fuel. They're not going to have any heat. They're not going to have any food. They're not going to have any electricity, no electronics, no nothing. Everything here going to be down, and people are going to be starving. And you know damn well people eat all day, all year round. They don't play around. So last time I checked, you're still 3/5 of a human, which means that you're classified as an animal. So who do you think, when a famine kick in, there's no food, who do you think they're going to put on the dinner table? You! That's the whole importance of this message, to remind you that you are considered an animal. That you're going to be on the dinner table when the famine kicks off. When there's no food, they're going to attack you. You understand? Because not only have their minds been shaken, you see, not only have their reality been twisted, their ideology been destroyed, and they're rushing at you to gain control, to eliminate that idea that you choose to Abraham. Now they're rushing at you because they ain't got no goddamn food, and their fuel been cut off. The source of their reality has been cut. The fuel has been cut. They coming at your throat because now they starving, and you 3/5 of a human. And who you think gonna be the first one on the dinner table? You damn right. It's you. The people they hated the most, and so how many more ways do they have to show you that they hate you? And so you think you'd be the last one that they put on the dinner table? But you're still in the Constitution as 3/5 of a human, brothers and sisters. These people ain't going to be playing with you. You understand? These people are going to come at you. These people are not your friends. But you're going to see here in a minute how serious this is. And your fake spiritual leaders in Louis Farrakhan, and those claiming to be with him, and those that act just like him, those TD Jakes, those all those damn fake people that claim to be for you. They're not for you, because they'll be telling you about this message. They'll be telling you about the famine that's coming to America. They'll be telling you about the fall of America. They'll be telling you that America is done, and anything that's invested in it is done. That this place is on fire, and you don't want to be here. You want to get out of here. You want to invest in your vision. You want to invest in yourself. They'll be telling you about saving your life, letting go of this reality to save your life. Or if you hold on to this reality, you'll lose your life. You understand? Because this world's about to end. These things here are about to end. These are all short gains. You see? So they don't give a damn about you because they telling you to stay here. They telling you to keep pushing the American dream. They telling you that Master loves you. They telling you to take reparations. They telling you devils ain't devils. They telling you to take six, seven states which will cancel your covenant. They telling you to hell with your reward, to take the devil's reward. You see, giving you the devil's mind, telling you love is reality, telling you that these things are going to keep going on, to keep trying to entertain you and distract you all the way to your destruction. You see? So these people don't love you, and they're about to show you here soon how much they hate you. That's why we had to get out of here. That's why you need to be telling any sister you see that her way is paved with gold, and she's getting out of here with the elect. When God come back to deliver the elect, the 144,000, the ones that was 100% ready to go because they weren't deceived. They weren't deceived. They knew about, you understand? They understood the mission. The mission was to be 100% be ready to upload this message, upload this information, to be ready, you see? To have thorough knowledge of self, to understand mathematics, understand pressure, understand their reality, understand who they are, understand who their enemies are, understand the 5 mathematical pillars of Islam and apply them. You see? But when you see a sister, you tell her way is paved with gold, that she's getting the hell out of here, that she's not going through the tribulations after, because once the elect is delivered, that's the tribulations. Now the tribulations is fully kicked in, and now you're going through the flood. You're going through the tribulations. You're going through hardship. You're going through trouble, the unprecedented trouble, a time like no other never will there be. And the sisters are not going through that because they done their job. They made sure that we were still here, not from the blood of Jesus, not from some spook mystery God or some spook mystery Jesus that came 2,000 years ago and died for your sins and it never happened. No, from the black woman. She kept our nation alive, and that we're the evidence of it because we're still here. And that wasn't easy because she had to sneak around to produce us. Master didn't let her sleep with us. She had to sneak around and risk her life to do it. So if you see a sister, you tell her and the children are out of here. You see? Any brother that want their wife or their sister, their grandma, their auntie, or their daughters to go through the tribulations, you ain't nothing. You see? And that's not, I mean, that's your own problem you have to deal with, and that's half the reason why you're going through the tribulations. You see? Now, on top of that, being deceived by a son of a devil, Louis Farrakhan, for 42 years, and our people never got this message. So you have to go back as a makeup test to get our people out of the fire, get them out of here, get their right minds, get them all the information they need to survive, and even hope that they make it back in one piece, because that's on you too. Their blood is on your hands. Their conditions is on your hands. You see? So if you understand this information, you see a sister, you tell her she's blessed. You tell her she's on her way out of here, and she's not going through all these things. And we have to avenge her name anyway. So where the hell you thought you was going? Brothers, you see, I'm not trying to be hard on you. I'm just keeping it real with you. You see, we have to avenge our nation. We have to avenge our ancestors. We have to avenge the black woman. We have to restore her honor and her name. We have to restore her name. You see, restore her. To gain the respect and honor that we want from her, we have to restore her name, put her back at the top of the pedestal where she belongs, never to be touched again, as a staple, as an example, never to mess around with our women again, never to mess around with our nation, period. You see? But definitely never mess with our women in your life. You understand? Because you got to be the one that set the example. Because if you don't, then they all think that you're a pushover, a punk. They think, oh, look what happened to them. Look what they did. And they did nothing. So everybody think they can do that to you. So you got to be the one to set the example. You the one got to set the record straight. You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. And on top of that, you couldn't go nowhere because it says what? The will of Allah is to do unto them as was done to you. So we can't get out of here until we do that to them. You see? They crushed your baby's heads in. So now we'll be crushing their baby's heads in. It said, happy is the one who takes the infant by the leg and crush their head into the wall. So that's what we be doing on our way out of here. On top of uploading this information, uploading the 7 churches, uploading the 7 thunders, which is the crowns that you would have to hold on to keep you above this reality, which will keep you from being sucked into this reality, which means if you're sucked into this reality, it means you're destroyed along with it. You see, keep you above the levels the devil's thinking, so you won't be sucked into this reality and be destroyed. It's going to keep you at the level of thinking higher than the devil to get you out of here. You see? So you need these information. You need to apply these pillars, these 5 mathematical pillars. Ask questions. Ask what is it. Go look it up. Go find it. We got plenty of videos out there. But if not, ask where can you find it. You need it, brothers and sisters. Your life depends on these things, because it's not going to be a cakewalk. It's not going to be a piece of cake. You're going through a time that you've never experienced in your life. It's going to be terrible, because the people who going through it are the devils. And look how they treated you during your own experience, during the Holocaust. And you see you had nothing, and they had everything, and they still treat you like monsters. So now they about to be on their way out and have nothing but hell, and you about to be on your way out to go get heaven and build your own paradise. So how do you think they're going to feel? That's when the envious become envious. He's hateful. He can't believe this, that he's going through all this because of you. He's going to kill you. It's a time worse than our own experience, worse than the Holocaust, worse than murder, rape, genocide, decapitation, dismemberment, all these things, being burnt alive, cooked, eaten, and all these, you understand? So either way it goes, we're going through the fiery furnace. We're going back to the tribulations. We're going through the incubator to become 100%. You have to be 100% to have thorough knowledge of self. Understand all these things, brothers and sisters. So if you had 80, you need 20. If you had 70, you need 30. If you had 60, you need 40. So on and so forth. You have to be 100% to return home. You can't go home a blind elephant, or you can go home tearing up stuff. We're gonna go back home fighting with each other, end up back in the same condition. So you understand this, you're gonna do all right. You understand? By doing all right means if you apply it, you're gonna come out of here. You're gonna get home in one piece. You understand? You'll be able to walk through the fire without being burnt by the flames. You see, if you upload this information and apply your pillars, which is your protection against evil. It said, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper," but you actually have to do it. Understand and do it. You see, and this is what it is, brothers and sisters, or brothers. The tribulations. You see, and ain't no way around it. You see. But for the sisters, their way is paved with gold. You make sure you tell them. You make sure you see any sisters, you tell them to get with those sisters. Get with those prophetess. They're the ones that's going to bring them up to speed and get them prepared to go home. Get their mind prepared to go home. You see, because they done their job. They did an excellent job. We're grateful. We're thankful. And we still got more to do. We still got more work to do. Enough said. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, I'm going to bring this to a close. Thank you for listening to me. Assalamu alaikum.